What's up, my PT peeps? One Eye Bri back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 7 and will Negan hurt Judith? Spoiler warning, if you're not up to date to Season 7, we're going to talk about some various things that happened in Season 7, what may occur. It's kind of like a theory discussion, really just general topic video overall, but some people aren't up to date, so I don't want to ruin anything for you. But here we go, guys. Negan, Judith, this is the way we saw it last episode, Season 7, Episode 7. Let's talk about Negan for a second. Now, Negan is not the nicest guy by any means, but he's not the crazed lunatic psycho that just kills people and does anything for no reason. The rules are there to keep you alive. He's got a moral code. And yeah, he's not the best. He's not a dick. But he feels that Rick and the gang killed a bunch of his guys. So therefore, he had to do something. He's not the best by any means. He rubs Sherry in Dwight's face all the time. And that's probably going to come back to bite him in the ass. But he's not like this lovable guy that you can be like, oh, Negan's so great. Mark went against him, so he did the iron. But he just didn't pick it for no reason, right? It wasn't like, oh, he just was like, you know what? I'm going to burn this guy's face. Everything has a cost. The rules are there to keep you alive. There's always a cost, right? So it makes sense. Now, he's all about power, being the leader, respect, being the guy in charge, you know? He's got that ego. And against Rick, he's got a big ego. Negan, to me, is all about exploiting your weaknesses and holding them against you to get what he wants. And using Judith and Carl and whatever against Rick and Alexandria and whoever is what he will do. And he would use Judith against Rick to make him look like this, for sure. Now, not to say that this is why Rick is crying or upset. It could be about Olivia, could be about Spencer, could be about Carl, could be about whatever. But it also could be that he sees Judith in the arms of Negan and whatever. So I don't know. We don't know about that yet. We'll find out on Sunday, and I can't wait. But I don't believe Negan hurts Judith at all. I believe Judith will be around for a long time. The big question is she going to always be a baby? I made that in several other videos, and only time will tell. Let us know what you think about that. But Negan has an affinity and an affection for Judith. He's, look at the smile on there too. Like, he's not giving you a smile and then he's going to freaking kill you. He might for someone who double-crossed him, but Judith's done nothing to Negan. There's no reason to hurt Judith except to go against Rick, and I don't think Rick has done anything yet to do that or will do that to hurt him. He would probably take Carl versus hurting Judith, I would think. That would be a bigger loss to the group of taking Carl away. I thought these scenes were hilarious, by the way, with him waving to the neighbor like, come on by, we're going to barbecue later. I thought it was pretty hilarious. In Season 7, Episode 7 was kind of the first time that I thought Negan was pretty damn funny, even though he had his little bits going through Season 7. But Judith, Negan, it's a weird little relationship, just like Carl and Negan is a weird relationship too. Now, Judith is not alive in the comics, so this doesn't exist. There is no Judith-Negan relationship, so that's something new for the show, which is great. So I guess it's open that Negan could do something to Judith. We'll talk about Judith in comic book stuff because it does pertain to it, where they could do it. I hope they wouldn't replicate the whole Judith storyline, but we'll see. Basically, Negan, head of the table. Is he trying to take over for Rick here with the spaghetti dinner? I don't know. It's a little weird. It's a whole little weird to where he's way too comfortable in Alexandria, especially with Olivia, with Carl, with Judith. Like, he's the surrogate father. He's the stepdad there. But Negan shaves there. He's breaking down Rick. I can't wait to see on Sunday what the deal is, but I don't think it has anything to do with Judith. I think Judith is safe. She's going to be safe. She's going to be around. I think the word from the spoilers and predictions and whatever online is that she films in the second part of Season 7. I think Episode 12 she was seen filming, but she's a very minimal part, and she's a baby, so we'll see her again, but we don't really know for sure when she's in what episodes. Now let's talk about her comic storyline, I guess, and death as well. So Judith is dead in the comic, just like Lori, because Lori is holding Judith at the prison when the governor attacks the prison. Now, will she get this comic book death? You know, this is a terrible kind of Photoshop of Father Gabriel, but he was kind of responsible for Judith. Father Gabriel has a different storyline too, and he's around for a long time. But will they ever kill Judith? I don't know. People are thinking that Negan's going to kill her. She gets hit like this by Rosita's bullet when an assassination attempt on Negan. But that doesn't happen. Or at least this episode. So we'll see what happens down the road. But I would love to see Judith with baby Herschel, if it's a boy, by Maggie, if Maggie has the baby, which I hope she does. And you have Herschel or Glenn or whatever she names it, or names the child, and Judith going forward in the later parts of the series. Judith is a bunch of twins. We put this in another video, but Judith is always twins: a good baby, a crying baby, a quiet baby, a loud baby, whatever, for different scenes. And because that's what they got to do for if the child's not acting at the time, they got to bring the other one in, or what they're trying to do. There's usually one happy twin or quiet twin or loud twin or whatever, so they always mix it up, and they like to have twins for the show. And they used a bunch of different ones. Judith, season 20, I just love the Shane face on Lori. That's Judith. Well, she'd be, grow up on the show. Hopefully Judith is around for season 20. That'd be amazing in The Walking Dead. Maybe she's a badass. She takes out some people or whatever the current villain is at the time. There you go, guys. What do you think? Will Judith be harmed or not? Check out our Walking Dead community page on Facebook and our group. Definitely join the group. And as always, thank you for watching. You guys are awesome, and let us know what you think of the question.